Sunshine's Corner, being brought to you by Quint and Richie Studer.
And good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into Sunshine's Corner, where purpose meets power and conversation certainly creates change. I want to say this first of all. I hope all mothers and all the fathers who play the mother role, I hope that you had a wonderful, wonderful celebration. We remember that we get excited and all that good stuff, but some fathers have to play both roles. But today we are so excited to welcome in Mr. Griffin. He's a teacher. I'm going to call him by his name. A full-time educator as we get ready for the 6th annual, Gulf Coast Culture Fest. This is the vibrant 2-part celebration happening on Saturday, May the 30th at Seville Square in downtown Pensacola. If you have not attended, I want you to get ready. It is an unforgettable day filled with arts and music and dance and film and food and culture. And what I love about it, he's bringing our communities together in a powerful celebration of who we are. So don't miss out on this exciting conversation today that we're about to have with Mr. Griffin. He's laughing. Thank you so much for coming in today to talk about your 6th annual.
I know.
Let me say to you, I love your tenacity. I love your not giving up to continue to bring something that's going to bring about a change. Because when I got there, and I was there walking around with you last year, with all those different types of cultures that were there, even foods that were different, I think that is so great. First of all, where did you get this idea?
The idea really came back in 2020. Unfortunately, a lot was going on in 2020. The world was just kind of in shambles. I guess that's the the easiest way to put it. But in that time, certain events really just brought the whole community together. And I was just looking like in the midst of all of this turmoil, like all these different people coming together to take a stance on the issue. And so from that, I was like, I really wanted to just have something in the city that really brought the whole city together, like for something positive. And so that's where Gulf Coast Culture Fest birthed from.
Well, in the time, that was right about COVID time, coming around, getting ready for it.
COVID, the elections, really, the George Floyd protest was really what I'm kind of centered around.
Yes, it was.
And so, in the city, it was a whole bunch of protests that was going along. But if you went out there for those protests, you saw people from all walks of life, like all races,
I know, right there at the graffiti bridge.
Mm-hmm. And so for me, going out there, I was a photographer, or still am a photographer, going out there taking pictures. And I was looking back at the photos, I'm like, you see so many different people of all walks of life just like joining in on unity, just stand up for this topic, this situation. So I was like, I really want to find something to just bring everybody together for something positive. And so,
look what you did.
Art, music, dance, and festivities always are something that we can get along with. And so, Gulf Coast
I think music, and I love music.
Oh yeah.
I mean, radio for all those years. I think music is a language that we can all understand.
That's true.
And I think there's so many artists that speak through their music, all the way back to Tupac.
Mm-hmm.
When you think about it, even with Tupac, people thought his music was negative. No, it wasn't. Mm-hmm. It was really spreading a message. That was true.
That's
you
true.
Think I wouldn't listen to that, did you?
I know.
I mean, but it's the truth, and I think what you're doing is great. And I saw the unity that was there, and I thought that was beautiful. And I commend you on your efforts, because that's what it takes. And especially in times like this, we need this to bring people together.
Thank you.
And I just say, I can see you in the classroom. Come on now. Why is cultural unity right now so important in the community to you?
I believe just because if you look at, there's so many things in the world that try to divide us, whether it's politics or, not even outside politics, because you could have a whole lot of differences in your own just backyard, but it's just so many things in the world that really just kind of just divide us as people. And so I think that like in the midst of everything, it's just better, like we're stronger when we're together, no matter what it is, whether black, white, whatever. And so Asian, Korean, like the more we can really come together and understand each other and communicate with each other.
Get to know each other's culture.
Yeah, the better we are and the more we can kind of like unite. And I think we always, teaching me may sound cliche, united we stand, divided we fall. And so really like when we take a time to come together, I think that's when we're the strongest. And so, and I think a lot of division comes from misunderstandings and miscommunications.
Okay.
And so once we come together, we kind of like communicate, we start getting to know each other, we grow together.
Exactly. I can see you in the classroom. I mean, when you're teaching when you're like right now, even when you're teaching your students, right? Because you teach 9th through 12th.
Oh yeah.
Oh Lord, you got those.
Never a dull moment.
How did you get in education? What made you think you decided that you want to be a school teacher? Which I'm happy about that though.
And so, God just had a plan for me.
Come on now, doesn't he all? Huh?
So, to be honest, I taught back in 2019, 2020, and then I left and I started doing filmmaking full time.
Oh, did you really?
I did. And so I went and worked I still kind of do work in the film industry. And beginning of the school year, an opportunity came up for me. I actually teach a film class. For me to teach a film class at Pine Forest High School. And so I took it because I was like, oh wow, like now I'm able to do two things. And
you doing what you like both.
Yeah, and I'm able to kind of like take some of the experiences that I have and give back to the upcoming generation and kind of, mold them and show them the things that I've learned. So it just worked out well. And I come from a family of educators, and so for a minute there I kind of tried to run from it because I'm like, my mama was a teacher, my daddy was a teacher. I don't know if I want to be in the classroom, but
look at you today.
Yeah.
I mean, I hear you. My mom was a teacher, my sister was a teacher. I did it for a minute and I left. I mean, but it's like, I understand what you're saying because look what happened with you, and that also works with the fest because you're able to teach film. You're able to do what you love, and that's educating students and bringing the community together by even showing those students a better way.
Yeah.
Look at that, how the full circle comes around. I mean, all you got to do is just trust him. He'll do it, won't he?
He will.
Won't he do it? Every time.
Every time.
What makes this year's festival even more precious than previous years?
So this year, every year I try to make it bigger and better. I will say after the 5th year, I was like, okay, I made it to 5. What can I do right? And then, still trying to make it better. And then I will say I did have a moment where I'm like, I don't know if I want to do the festival this year. But that's just because I had other obligations going on. But just the community, like, you don't know the impact of what you do, how it affects others. And so I had so many people just in the community that was just like, you know what, like, we're looking forward to the festival. And I was like, you know what, like, I'm gonna do the festival. Because it's not that I didn't want to do it, I just had other stuff kind of popping up. And so
and it's a lot of work.
Yeah, it is a lot of work, trying to put it together. And so but I think like the community, like seeing the impact that just a small idea that I have had has kind of like affected and kind of had a positive impact on the people in the community, which is what the goal was. But seeing that play out really like pushed me to do the festival this year. So just trying to make it bigger, trying to get more people involved from any types of way in different walks of life, just trying to like bring different experiences that people can come and be exposed to.
I mean, that's great. And ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about breaking the old narrative, doing something new. If you have not been involved, go to the website. It's all there.
Oh yeah.
Culture Fest.
GulfCoastCultureFest.com.
That's right. Go there and you'll see everything. And I tell you, I'm going to be there for you. I told you that. I'm going to be there for you no matter what. You're going to see my face right there standing back, grinning like I was last year. But I believe in us coming together to do what we got to do to make it better. And if I can help you, if my face is going to be there to help you, I'll be there. Okay?
No,
and that's a promise.
you.
But I say that because it is so important right now that the event, because it's free to the public. Let's make sure we know that it's free to the public. Think about that at Seville Square. My man gonna be there singing this year. He was singing so much last year.
Which one?
The one that was singing on stage.
G.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be back this year. Yeah.
You tell me, I said, we'll take the mic this year. I'm gonna sing too.
Come on.
I mean, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Griffin here. You do a podcast.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
I watch you.
Yeah, the Shot Callers podcast. Yo.
Yeah, you and
And me and Sean, your boo. Yeah.
Yeah, I try to keep up with what's happening in the community. You know what I'm saying? And I see everybody what they do with this, and I see the positivity, even what you're doing when you're talking about on your podcast. But it's about coming together. And I love the fact that you have these different cultures there, and even with this is educating our children. We gotta leave that road for the children to follow, so that they can get to that end to have that. You know what I mean?
That's true.
And I mean, with you in the field, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, why did you? I mean, you ever thought about not letting it be free?
So I always kind of kept it free because I really want the community to come together, right? And sometimes you put prices on stuff, and people are like, we live in an economy where gas prices is almost $5.
Oh, wait a minute! Don't let me fall out of this chair.
I know, and so we all kind of scratching for a penny here and there, and so I really want to just kind of keep it throughout the years, and it's a lot of work, kind of keeping it free, but really want to kind of keep it free because I want everybody to feel like they can come out,
Exactly.
It's open to everybody from all walks of life. I really want people to come out, just have a day where you can just leave it all on the table, come out, just bring your lawn chairs, enjoy some live entertainment, food trucks, vendors, and just have a carefree day, just celebrate with the community. So if you can do that and not have to worry about admission costs, sounds like a great day.
And it's gonna be May 30th?
May 30th, Saturday, May 30th, so Saturday after Memorial Day. So y'all come on downtown Pensacola, 2-part festival. So during the daytime, we have the live
the film festival at night.
And the film festival's at night, yeah.
See? He think I didn't read about it. Yes, I have.
Oh, yeah,
I keep up with him. And one of the discussion how it is, and what we're talking about with there's a culture fest that bringing people together. Right now, where we got so much division that's visible. How can arts and culture reconnect the community?
I think that's just because when you think about it through generations, right? Art is how we understand. I can look at a painting by Michelangelo, who I don't know, and
Mozart,
feel something. People go to operas and don't know a word what they're saying, but because of what they're
you got that right.
Because of what they're singing, you feel what the music is, and so I think as people in general, we just express ourselves through art, and art is how we are able to relate, through it all. Like you talked about music. Music is how you hear it. A music from a different kind of, might be a Latin, Korean song, but you can kind of feel the emotions about it, and you kind of you feel the culture, and you feel the power and the love that was put in that, and it kind of just brings us all together. So I think ultimately when you come to Culture Fest, you get so many different, a very eclectic lineup of different performances that kind of just overall bring us all together. So
absolutely. You see how you're thinking outside the box? See, that's what we need more of like that. You know what I'm saying? Seeing the vision, write the vision down, make it plain, and it's going to happen. Yeah. This is all coming up on May the 30th. It's going to be downtown at Seville Square. If you have not been there, I encourage you, ladies and gentlemen, come on down. It's cool under the trees.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're not in the heat all day. No, but because you're right there in the center, it's really cool. It's relaxing. You can walk around and see what the vendors have. Talk to people and get out to see what else somebody else does. And I believe when you can see how somebody else live or what their culture is all about, that can cause a change in you. That we can accept. I can accept that. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Think about it. And that's what you're doing. You just smiling.
Look, if I don't do anything else, I'm gonna smile. But yeah, seriously, I think for me, sometimes.
How did you know I was gonna ask you that next?
What you
personally about your culture? What is that?
About my culture, I think even so, I've seen a growing support from just my own culture and different cultures too. And I think just personally, during the festival, I take moments and I just kind of look around. And people always come up to me and talk to me and to give me their thoughts. But I've seen other relationships kind of bloom from people attending the culture.
Exactly.
The festival as well. And so I think that just within itself is what, you know, you go into something with an idea, but you don't really know exactly how that idea is gonna land. And so seeing that kind of coming to fruition has really just been like the ultimate blessing for real.
You know, and when you're doing something that's good, and when you're doing it from the heart, that makes you feel good in here, and that you're expressing something to somebody else, but there's no riffraff in it. You know what I'm saying? I think that's why I see this big old smile on your face, because that you know what you're doing is going to benefit somebody else, and it's not about you.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not even about you. It's about what you're giving out for the people. Because if it's about you, then that's selfish, and that's not the way it's going to be. It's not going to work that way. You know what I mean?
That's true.
I commend you again.
Thank you.
I mean, I really do. Like I said, I'll be right there with you. Why is the representation from through so many with dance, and I saw the ladies, what they those flop
belly dancers.
them belly dancers. Hooey. I mean, are they coming back this year? I hope so. I want to get out there and try with them.
So yeah, I know several. It's usually two groups that kind of stick with me.
The belly dancers.
Emerald Coast. I give them a shout out. Emerald Coast Belly Dance and Sarab Belly Dance. Excuse me. But both of them come out and they perform, and yeah, they do classes now. You should sign up. I know. I think it was last year they had the group that you're talking about. They had their student group come out and perform, and
I think it's so neat. I mean, see what I'm saying? Because I mean, you know, you get what I'm saying? I mean, that's not our culture, you know.
I think like
but that's their culture. But it's so neat.
Yeah, and I think like, you know, like a lot of us, you know, I'm saying us, you know, we in general, you kind of stick with what you know. You go to things that are interesting to you, and a lot of times you don't, unless you're somewhere where you're exposed to something else, you kind of just stick with what you're interested in. And so that's one thing I really wanted to bring to the festival, is like when you're talking about just using art and culture for like representation, is like when you come, you might come for G, you know, you come see a singer, but right after he gets off stage, you see the belly dancers, right? It's like right after that, you might see Okinawa, Japanese, I mean, Okinawa.
That's what I'm talking, it's so many different things that was there.
And so I think like, it's good to have that representation for exposure, right? Because like the more you're exposed to stuff, the more you learn something. Like, oh, like I didn't even know there was Korean fan dancers, but like let me go look that up to kind of see what that is all about, you know. But you get that different, I think ultimately like exposure, but in order to get that exposure, you have to have the representation.
Exactly.
You know?
And ladies and gentlemen, that's what you need to do. Come out May 30th. Meet us there at Seville Square. What time is going to kick off?
So we kick off at 10 a.m.
Get on down there.
Yeah.
And going to be there until 8 o'clock at night. Then we do the film festival. Stay with us. We're going to talk more. Want to be a part of this conversation? 850-432-7768 with Mr. Griffin right here on Sunshine's Corner.
I learned during my military service to train every day to fight and fight to win. If you've been injured in an accident, you already know one thing for sure. The insurance companies are going to fight you for every dollar you deserve. At Michelson Booth, we settle most of the cases we handle. But if the insurance companies choose to fight, well, we're okay with that too. If you've been injured in an accident, choose a law firm that's got the resources, training, and stomach for the fight. Michelson Booth. Don't be a victim twice.
Nestled in the heart of Pensacola, Dorothy's is a one-of-a-kind, community-driven cocktail bar by Oasis, Florida, created to sustain vital HIV and STI care across the Florida Panhandle. Inspired by the Wizard of Oz, rooted in inclusion and dripping with character, Dorothy's is a welcoming space with award-winning Oz-inspired cocktails, food by Steel Pony Diner, and an unmatched atmosphere. Join us 7 days a week in downtown Pensacola, located directly across from Maritime Park and the Blue Wahoo Stadium.
Step into your hometown boot store right here in Pensacola, Florida. The largest selections of Western boots and attire, including our own style of custom Anderson bean. The boot store also carries a great selection on workwear from boots to fire-resistant clothing. When you're looking for authentic wear, accompanied with authentic service, show up at your hometown boot store where you're more like family than you are a customer. And remember, the savings and selection are found behind the big red boot.
At FPL, we plan for storm season all year long. We're strengthening poles to better withstand severe weather. We're clearing lines to improve resiliency, and we're constantly training teams to act at a moment's notice. Because we're always working, always preparing. So when storms do hit, you can count on us. FPL, working for you every single day.
And welcome back to a Monday's edition of Sunshine's Corner. We're talking with Mr. Griffin. Just remind me calling you that.
You know, I get it every day.
All right then, Mr. Griffin. I want to give you your props so you deserve them, okay?
Thank
you
you.
are an educator, doing what you got to do, and putting on the Gulf Coast Culture Fest. Now, with this here, bringing the culture, the community, the unity that you're working on, bringing in the community, how does the festival create a safe, welcoming environment for everybody coming in there with different backgrounds, generations of different of this, all these different cultures, but everybody, because it's a family, because you bring your kids and everything.
That's true. Yeah, so safety is definitely a main concern. So, you know, the police department through the city has to give clearance for the event. So we do have officers kind of like making rounds throughout the festival and stuff. But definitely, like, that's one thing that throughout the years, I always kind of like keep as a priority, because you do have so many different walks of life and so many different people coming out. And unfortunately, you know, you never know how people are going to
Tell me
behave.
about it. I might strike a nerve.
Yeah, and so, but we've been fortunate and blessed every year to just, the atmosphere, we just kind of like, you know, I kind of say get there and set the energy, you know, bring everybody comes out with a good positive vibe, everybody comes out with the intent to have a good time.
Right.
And so it really, each year has just been a safe space, and I think because of that and the comfortability that kind of comes with it. And let me just say, Seville Square just kind of offers that in general to me, with just the trees and everything. It's just kind of like the atmosphere is just there. But I think like overall, people just kind of come on with the same mentality of like, you know, we're coming out here to just kind of get out the house, excuse me, have a day free, bring the family out, and just have some fun and just be entertained. And that's what it's all about, just really just coming out, having a good time.
It's a family event.
It is a family event. And so we want you to bring your kids, because it's for the entertainment is for everyone. Bring your kids, your grandma, your cousins, with your luncheons, and just come on and hang out with us, because it really is a good time. And so we welcome that.
Exactly. What this happening also, this is also going to bring out a way that Pensacola can be known for bringing different cultures together, because it's growing and growing and growing and growing. I mean, like, think about it. I mean, with all the different cultures that you have, that you got to educate somebody that, you know, even if it's going over to a table. Okay, so this is how you do this. I've read about this, so I've seen this, but it's also bringing our community together. I say that so much, Mr. Griffin, because of the fact that I am so about togetherness, and I like to see together. Do you understand?
Yeah,
I'm trying to mark my words. You know, I'm trying to put my words in right, because it's going through my head, right? Because I think right now, because there's a little difference in our age here, but that's okay. Yeah, I know you're older than me, but that's all right. But what I'm saying is, there's different things that with this Culture Fest, I think that everybody should really take advantage of. I want you to spread the word to come out on the 30th, because it's absolutely free. Just to be inquisitive, to come out and become more knowledgeable about somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Because don't be small-minded. Open it up and let it flow. You know what I mean? And then get to know how, learn better days. I'm gonna try. You're gonna get to laugh, because I'm gonna have somebody recording me. I know my friend gonna say, what? I was going to record this, baby, I'm gonna try. But it's all gonna be about fun. So come on, Signoria, bring out everybody so you can watch me try to belly dance, all right?
Do it. And so, yeah, I mean, like, I think with the festival, that's one thing that people really enjoy, is like, you learn a lot just from it's not an educational, like someone's up there just, you know, talking about their culture, but just from the experience of the art and the dance and the music and the poetry and all that, like, you really just kind of, you get it from there. So people come out there just well entertained, and like I said, you you see a lot of things that you may not typically see at other festivals, or if it's something else. I feel like, nothing against any other festivals, but like a lot of festivals are specifically marketed for one particular thing. You know, you have your jazz festival, you have your art festival, you have your crawfish festival, where it's just like, you know, it's one particular topic.
But you got to taste everything.
But yeah, this one's just kind of like, it's a melting pot where you can come get a little bit of everything. So like I said, you know, before, you come for one thing and you get a lot more. So yeah.
You know what I see when I hear you talking about it? Your face lights up.
No.
No, but that's a good thing, because that is from your heart. And when you just went to smiling, your face was lit up like a Christmas tree, because it's a fact, and that's something that you love doing, and you're giving back.
Thank you. Yeah.
Big time giving back. And that's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. I tell you, I want you to really mark your calendar, put that on your calendar. You're gonna see me try to belly dance.
Put you in the lineup.
That's gonna be my look. We might put that on social media, okay? We're gonna put that on my page. And look, well, that's gonna be fun. But look, everybody's laughing. But you think I'm joking? When I say I'm gonna try something, I'm gonna try it. I told you back here a few weeks ago I was gonna be there to support you, right?
And you came.
And now look, and I'm gonna do it again. And I mean, how can people from Pensacola become known stronger through this? I think that with the, and let's be real about, we know about Pensacola. How can we get people to come out to be stronger with this event that you're putting together? I mean, because it was made for.
So I think, yeah, the key word is come out.
Hello.
You know, to be able to come out and make it stronger, yeah, like you just have to come out and be a part. And I think, like, for everyone who has come out before, you know, people always message the page and talk about how the experience is really like either changed them, or how it was something new to them, and how they really kind of just grew from it and look forward to it. So I think, like, as far as Pensacola, like, it's not that many culture fests going on, right? And I've even asked and had people come from outside of Pensacola, like, you know, like, I would love for you to possibly like expand this to my city, right? And so I think, like, the bigger the festival goes, like, the idea of what the festival is can like spread around. And
exactly, different cultures.
And so I think, like, it starts with it being something that started here. Like, the bigger we get and come together for it, the bigger it can grow. Next year you might be in Montgomery. Yeah. Who knows? Yeah.
Speak it into existence.
It might be. Yeah, Montgomery.
Let me tell you what Michael Jackson did. Did you know Michael Jackson did affirmations every day?
Yeah, well, I learned from the movie.
Oh, okay. But he did affirmations every day. When there was something that he knew he wanted, every day. Every day he did an affirmation for it. And I'm telling you, do those affirmations, okay? Because I forget this every day. It's a new phone, okay? But what I'm saying is, though, I've started that over again, because I believe in affirmations and the things that I want to do. And I've started that again. So, see what I'm saying? Yeah. So everybody, please, let's get into this, okay? Do that. Be a part of this Culture Fest that's coming up on the 30th. Now, when we think about the deeper part that this could also affect, where people are being hurt now, in so many different ways, even hurt in the pocketbook, ride the bicycle down there. Call that your exercise day. Look at you still getting what you want, but you're getting a part of. This can be healing as well. To get to experience different cultures, there's a healing process for this as well. Do you see the picture I'm painting?
I do, yeah.
That can be a healing process for a lot of people. So I'm looking to be healed for a lot of things that I'm healing from, because, you know, like, you got a dream of this going further, bigger and better. I'm with you all the way. You shall make that. It's going to happen. It will happen.
I receive.
Write it down, talk about it every day.
Right.
Speak it into existence. And then it's the power also that's going to be happening there of diversity. We've got to know that diversity is everywhere.
That's true.
You can't take that away. You might want to say you want to take that away from what's happening in the country, but you can't take that, because diversity is in everything. And how do you feel with that, with the festival bringing that part to show people wrong?
I love it, you know, because like I said, in the media and just everywhere you look, it's so many things that just bring or highlight the negatives, right?
Right.
You know, but like as people, unfortunately, sometimes we kind of like we flock towards the negative more than the positive. So like,
Why do you think that?
You know, I think people just like drama, not like as a whole, but like I think like that, like you hear something more dramatic or something that has a negative influence for some reason. Excuse me. You just kind of like give it a little bit more. Oh, okay, what's going on here? You
I
know?
got you.
But like really just trying to with this change that narrative. Like I think me working in news too. Like you know, if it bleed, it leads. You kind of just that's what the motto is. You know. But really just trying to like change that narrative of or add something positive to the narrative where like in the midst of all the negative that you receive, you can have a moment of light. You know. A moment where you are coming out and you see people just out laughing and dancing and just like, because the performers are on stage, but it's a lot of times where you see other people just in the crowd just laughing and dancing and just singing along or really just like captivated by the moment that within itself just adds a light to it. And so
Absolutely.
I think when you think about the negative, like it's good to just have moments where you could just, like I put it earlier, like you kind of just leave everything on the table and just
Gotcha.
have a moment. And I might, you know, have a bad day. My lights may have whatever going on, bills, whatever may have come out.
Like,
but I
just
just
be
like,
real, everything is so high
you know,
now.
Yeah, you know,
Uh-huh.
life might just be in shambles, but I'm gonna just, you know what, I'm gonna get out the house. I'm gonna go to the Culture Fest. And then
Right.
like while I'm out there, like it's so much going on that like for a moment in time, I just don't have to think about anything. Like I'm surrounded by people who are like just showing me new experiences, new times, and I'm entertained and I'm eating some really good food from these food trucks, you know, like it's just a moment where you could just, I guess you say like a moment of escapism, but you're really just like in the middle of escaping, like you're coming together with people who you may not normally have been with.
Exactly. Why do you think that preserving our culture is so important for the future generations?
I think because with the future generations, like
They're totally different.
they are, and working in the school system, I see it all the time. I wouldn't say it's a lot of division per se with the future generation, but they live in a different society than what we grew up in. You know, everything's like kind of detached because of more technical reasons than social
But do you
reasons.
think even with that technical reason, we need to give them some of that socialization that they know how to connect so they will be even better people?
I do.
I really believe so, because I think that even with that, with the Culture Fest, you can learn this. With the Culture Fest, you can experience this. With the Culture Fest, that can be a part of this. If you do this, with the fact that when you are experiencing something you haven't, then you can learn and be a better person.
Yeah, but you know, also when you said that too, I thought about so for my volunteers, I usually have, you know, younger people come get volunteer and stuff. But I will say, like last year, they too came out and they saw different things. But switching it to a technical reason, like after that, they went and used technology to research some of the things that they saw.
Oh, I don't knock it now. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah,
I don't
yeah.
knock it. I mean, I just think some things they should
But
be
no,
more
I
personable.
definitely I do. I feel that way about concerts. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that one where it's at. But you know, like it's good to just come out and live in the moment. You know, so
Exactly. Restoring the community resources, and that's what we should all focus on. You know what I mean? Because wow, I got so many things. I don't know. I'm not right here today, but we're celebrating differences instead of fearing them. We're learning more about other people than fearing other people. We're learning how other people work, other than just saying what you think when you don't know. Although some people you already know, and you get what I'm saying. But it's going to be taking place on May the 30th, downtown Pensacola, at Seville Square. Kicks off at 10 o'clock in the morning, but if you don't get there at 10, make sure you're there at 11. We'll be there with you, okay? Stay with us right here, Sunshine's Corner.
For 75 years, we've been caring for families, creating jobs, and working to build a healthier community. This is your home, and ours too. We're honored to be the trusted partner in your care. Baptist Healthcare, here for you then, now, and always.
I'm Kathy Holsworth, Artistic Director at Pensacola Little Theater. Join me on the first Monday of every month at 7 p.m. for the Center Stage, where me and my artistic friends talk about all things on the stage and at the Clark Family Cultural Center. Join us, won't you?
Early detection saves lives. The Florida Department of Health in Escambia County's Regional Florida Breast and Cervical Cancer Early Detection Program is hosting a mobile mammography event on Wednesday, May 20th from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. at 1718 East Olive Road in Pensacola, Florida. Free or low-cost mammograms will be provided to eligible women 40 to 64 who do not have health insurance and have low income. Walk-ins are welcome. To see if you qualify, call 850-316-2706.
And welcome back to this edition of Sunshine's Corner. It is Monday. Hopefully you had a wonderful weekend. Take an umbrella with you this afternoon because it's supposed to be some heavy storms this afternoon. So when you leave school, hope you got your umbrella. We're talking about the Gulf Coast Culture Fest, sixth anniversary. Yeah. And working hard for your money, doing what you, hey, you know what I'm saying? But he's having a great thing it's for the community. And I hear so many people say that we don't have a lot that's going on. Here's something that's bringing the community together across the board. You can come out and enjoy what he has put his heart into to make it happen. And I commend you for that. What type of performances and entertainment can the people expect to hear? Now, don't talk about my belly dancers. I know we got more belly dancers we're going to have. The different foods. Mm-hmm. I mean, what's it, the raw fish is called what?
What, you said what?
Raw fish.
Sushi?
Sushi, yeah. You eat sushi?
You know, by spell. But I like my sushi cooked, though. You know, it's cooked sushi.
I can't stand the texture of that rice. I can't stand the texture. I can't do it. Yeah. It's the texture that gets me. Can't do it. But you want to try that? Okay, fine. But no, not me. And there's so many other things that are going on. When it comes to restoring the community connections, that's another thing that you are also accomplishing by putting this event together to restore already what's been trying to be torn down. Mm-hmm. And bringing these entities together is a great thing. I can't say how much I commend you on that because it takes a lot of hard work, and consistency is with anything. Consistency works if it's bad, consistency works if it's good. That's true. But you're putting forward a good effort, so that's what makes the difference. Like I tell you, you're going to be taking this to Montgomery and everywhere else. How difficult is it for local artists to gain exposure right here through that?
So for Culture Fest, not difficult at all. One thing that I do kind of do as far as entertainment is I don't always go for the known name artists or performers, right? Because I feel like a lot of events kind of, go for the known name. So I do kind of open it up for some people that may just be starting off or may have been performing and still just trying to get their, stuff out on different platforms. So a lot of the performers, sometimes, some of the performers, I'm not gonna say a lot of them, but I'll say like a couple of the performers each year are newcomers up. And so, cause I really want to, give people a platform, cause as an artist myself, like you make art, whether it's music, art, film, whatever, you make it to to share with the world. And so the hardest time sometimes is really just finding a good platform to just be able to perform or share my art or share my film. And so for that reason, like, well, if there's any upcoming artists that are interested, you know, I always tell people to submit, you know, we review it and then we make the selections from there. So yeah.
There's a guy, I don't know who he is. It's a young guy, little black guy. Plays a saxophone downtown. Oh, I have stopped by him so many times. I got I'll probably see him before you. I'm gonna tell him to get in touch because he is so good. I mean, he plays that saxophone like he can't be anyone 25, 26.
Yeah, you gotta get.
I know when I see him, because I usually when I'm walking, right, I'll see him, and every time I see him, I stop. And I got his phone number, as a matter of fact. I asked him for it. I gotta check that to you. I gotta remember. I just thought about him. He's so good. How does, when it comes to the live entertainment and all the stuff that you have lined up, when you got it all stretched out through the day, when you think about it with dancing and all that good stuff, and with people who want to be a part with the kids, you got activities for the kids too, right?
Yeah, so we have a little kids activity center with different games and face painting and color pages and different little activities for the kids to do while we're out there, bubbles and yard games. We have. I kind of like, it's several different things for the kids to do outside.
What's you most excited about this year with the performances?
I just like seeing all of them, really. Like for me, I've seen a lot of the performers. I just more so, it's kind of like you create something. I like seeing people's reactions. So sometimes I watch the performance, but sometimes I just be looking at the crowd, just watching the crowd's reaction. So
you got to read the crowd to see what you got. You even know what to speed up or slow down by knowing your crowd.
But each year, different ones. I always look, the belly dancers. The Okinawa Japanese dancers are back, and they put on a good show.
So what do they dance?
So they.
I don't remember. I kind of remember. Did I see them? Probably did. Didn't know what I was looking at.
So they have like drums, and they have like I don't want to communicate, but they have like sticks. They do a whole little performance, and they're very interactive with the crowd. That's always really something that I look forward to. Soulful dance movement. They come out, do an awesome job every year. Ninth Avenue Brass Band. Have you ever seen them play? So funny enough, they performed at the last couple. I'm solidifying them hopefully for this year. But when you talked about finding somebody on the street, that's how I located them for the festival.
Oh, really?
About 3 years ago, I think that's when they were kind of first starting out. They were just randomly playing on the corner of downtown Palafox. And I was like, you know what? I would love for y'all to perform at the festival. I mean, each year they've come and did a knockout job. So yeah, it's
exactly. I gotta find this number for the young man, because I think I put him in, the saxophone player. What advice would you give to a person who has ideas about becoming an entrepreneur, to grow better individual? What kind of advice would you give them when you got your heart set on something?
So first, pray about that thing.
Amen.
Secondly, my motto for anything is from Nike: they need to sponsor me, but just do it.
Yeah, I love that.
And that's what kind of keeps me moving, because a lot of times, you kind of think of it as excuses, or you find fear, but until you actually do it, you don't know if you're going to accomplish it or if you fail. But if you fail, you pray about it and you try it again. And so definitely for anybody, no matter what you're doing, whether it be a festival or trying to start a new career or a new business, just do it. I feel like everybody has a goal or a vision that was given to them specifically because it was something that was meant for them to do. And so if it's something that you feel in your heart that you're passionate about, just do it. Just do it.
Just do it, like Nike.
When there's a will, there's a way,
I agree. Say that again. I need to hear that.
When there's a will, there's a way.
Absolutely.
So sometimes, you might see one person do it this way, and you try to do it that way, but you can't do it that way.
Just gotta go do it. Just gotta do it.
You can always find a way to do whatever you want to do. You just have to do it. Yeah.
Absolutely. When it comes to partnerships, sponsorships, Let's talk about that. Tell them what you need.
So, for what I need, or for how to get them?
How to get them.
So, the best way to try to get sponsorship, reach out. You just got to hit people up. You know, I always kind of make me a list, go down the list. Sometimes I do door to door, just have me a little packet and just go and present my plan to it, because you never know who is going to say yes or who is going to say no. And along the way, you'll get a lot of no's, but eventually you'll get that one yes, and that one yes will kind of lead to another yes. And so going back to it, just do it. You know, you really just have to kind of like put yourself to the side for whatever your mission is.
Economic empowerment. This is what you're searching for, and somebody who's out there want to begin this. When it comes to economic empowerment, you got to have a plan. You must have a plan. And I always tell people this too: when you going out to do something, have a little money set aside.
That's true.
Because you cannot do it without that money. I mean, but you got a plan that's going to be. You stick to that plan, and it'll work. And look at yourself. This is a 6th year. That speaks volumes within itself. Don't you give up. What's that old song called? I can't give up. Don't do it. I mean, and for business who want to invest in this is a way you can invest into the community and be a part of a growing entity that means something. You know, be a part of an entity that's speaking volumes, that's bringing different cultures together to get to know who your neighbor is. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's a good thing that you're doing. So if you want to talk to somebody now about being a part of your event, what would you say to them?
So I would tell anyone I'm still currently looking for vendors, definitely looking for sponsors. So if you have a business and want to support, please feel free to reach out. Do both of those through our website, GulfCoastCultureFest.com. You can email us also at GulfCoastCultureFest@gmail.com. Also, along with that, we're also looking for volunteers. So even if it's on any type of capacity that you would love to be a part, we're a family over here at Gulf Coast Culture Fest, and so we just love to have you come join the team, be a part of the family, and come just celebrate with us on Saturday, May the 30th. Downtown at Seville Square.
And be a part of the family. We'll be back with more right here on Sunshine's Corner.
My name's Kelly McLeod. I'm the owner of Bella Magazine. Bella is a source of uplifting and inspiring content for the women of Pensacola.
I think the magazine is just so thoughtfully done. There's a lot of attention to detail. The stories are really good.
You've got seriousness, you've got fun, education, fashion. It just encompasses everything.
Women are multidimensional, and so is Bella.
The Emerald Coast Utilities Authority state-of-the-art materials recycling facility processes recyclables for communities throughout the region, lowering need for more landfills. This highly efficient recycling service accepts glass, paper, cardboard, plastics, aluminum, and more. But we need your help. Please make sure your recyclables are clean of garbage, food, and liquids. Also, please remember that plastic shopping bags, foam products, or yard waste are not recyclable. To learn more, go to livegreenecua.com.
From the efficiency of American natural gas and the dependability of nuclear power, to the strength of Florida's sunshine and the flexibility of advanced battery storage systems, we leverage a diverse mix of energy sources to power our growing state, ensuring reliable, low-cost power for your home or business whenever you need it. FPL, working for you every single day.
Well, I think it's all about local, and I'm a big believer in local. So I think anytime you can carry a message out locally, it's important. And I think it's anytime the person that delivers the service can also deliver the message, which is unusual. You have the people that actually deliver the project doing the talking, and I think that's a huge difference, and really makes a huge value difference for the consumer. So I'm really just so grateful that we have this local opportunity with Blab TV. My name is Quince Theater, and I am Blab TV.
And welcome back to this Monday edition of Sunshine's Corner, talking with Mr. Griffin about the Gulf Coast Culture Fest. Well, now, at 8 o'clock, what's going to happen now? The film festival?
Yeah, the film
now,
fest.
Tell me about the film festival. What's that all about?
So the Films for the Culture Film Fest. So it is a short film festival where a lot of local film festivals, well, I say local, but we have some people from around the nation all submit their short films, and we select them and showcase them out in the park. It's like a big movie night underneath the stars in Seville Square.
Oh, so you have a screen there?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't stay late last time.
You missed a good part. Yeah, so we rent a screen from a guy who used to do a drive-in movie theater down here, big old screen, and
I think I used him before.
Yeah, and we showcase it, and it's a free event too as well. So you see different walks and different short films from horror, well, not really too much horror, but like, you know, thrillers to comedies to dramas to some little short documentaries, sometimes just all different types of short films.
So some people put these things together here?
Mm-hmm, yeah. So I'm gonna tell y'all, it is a lot of talented people along the Gulf Coast. Like, you know, you see a lot of films and stuff come out of New York and Los Angeles and Atlanta, but in our own backyard, it's so much talent and so many talented individuals. So this film festival allows them to kind of like showcase their work, so people around the community can kind of see what all is going on in their backyard.
Does El Rico be there?
So I'm not sure. He came one year and just supported, but you know, this one is for short films. El Rico, he kind of
he got the whole series.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he got the family around the corner. I mean, like with this, now why did you decide to do that and then break that off for the evening? Because that's to showcase people doing that kind of work. Because you're in film too.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm in film too. So when I started doing the festival, I'm like, all right, it's an arts festival. So we're focusing on art, music, dance, poetry. And I'm like, well, as a filmmaker, I have to find a way to incorporate this, right? And so I knew how it was for me when I started first doing film and making my own short films. Like, I was trying to find a platform to showcase my work to the community. So this really is an open platform for people who are local filmmakers or from around the Gulf Coast or something. Even it's open to the nation, right, to really just submit their work so people can see it, you know?
Absolutely. See, he's got something for everybody. And I mean, when he's talking about bringing the culture together, you've really stepped out there. And that's a great idea because we need that. Mm-hmm. And I think that with your vision, I honestly believe that it's going to grow to a capacity that you're going to have to take it places and places because of your foundation is truth. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Your foundation is honesty. Your foundation is trying to bring us together, trying to show that just because you live on that side of town and I live on that side of town, we're still the same one. We got to stand before the same God.
That's true.
Everybody got to stand before him. Ain't nobody gonna get away from that. But the fact of it is, what do you hope that the festival will mean to Pensacola in years to come?
My goal and my hope is that, like, through the festival, Pensacola can just stay and become more connected.
Gotcha.
One thing, so I'm not a native to Pensacola and I moved here.
Oh, where you from?
So I'm originally from Troy, Alabama. So yeah. So when I moved to Pensacola from just being centralized in Alabama, one thing that really stuck out to me was the culture that is here in the city, right? And a lot of that comes from, you know, the Navy base and being in the sea. So you get so many different people from different walks of life. And so I think for me, coming to Pensacola, that was one thing that stood out. It was like, Pensacola's a city of diversity. And so really being able to have a festival where that's celebrated and you get to come out and see that just from the attendees and from the performers and stuff, that is one thing that, like, I hope that continues to blossom and people feel more connected through not only like attending the festival, but like from the connections and relationships that are built outside of that.
Describe the Culture Fest in one word.
Eclectic.
Good. Very good. You are a teacher.
Look,
okay.
You get a little bit of everything when you come out there, you know?
That's right.
I don't want to say diversity because that just sounded kind of, you know.
Everybody's using the diversity word now because you know what's been targeted with diversity.
And so, you know, eclectic. You get a little bit of everything. You and some things you don't know what you're gonna get, and you get it, and you're like, oh, you know, I enjoy this, and so that's one thing that I just experience. I'm really big on like experiences and exposure, and so you come out, you have a good experience. So I feel like, real quick, I feel like you can go to an event and attend the event, but if you don't have a good experience on that event, it doesn't stay with you, you know. And
you're not coming back. Exactly. So keep doing what you're doing. I'm right there with you. You know, I'm right there with you. For people who have a vision, such as yourself, for the past, this will be the 6th year. Never give up on your dreams. I mean, some things you may have to halt here or stop here a little bit, but don't ever stop. Continue to move forward, and you're going to see what's going to happen. Now, I just want to say to you that I appreciate you. I appreciate your being consistent with what you're doing, and especially being an educator.
Thank you.
I mean, film director, all this kind of good stuff. Keep doing what you're doing, okay?
Thank you.
And like I said, I'm going to be there to support you.
Y'all come see it on stage now.
That's right. Be better dancing. Ladies and gentlemen, a fantastic Monday, but we've got to get out of here. I want to leave you as I do every day, and I truly mean this from my heart. Never, ever, ever lose your focus. Always remember, if you keep God first in everything that you do, I guarantee you're going to be a total success. So until tomorrow, for another day of sunshine, and be here with us. Until then, my dear friends, see you on the 30th. Know that I love you with a perfect kind of love. Keep shining while I'm gone. Keep teaching them kids. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
I'm right there behind you.
Thank
I want you to have a great day, okay? Thank you, Mr. Griffin. I appreciate it.
Sunshine's Corner, being brought to you by Quint and Richie Studer.